There's a renewed push for single-use plastic bags to be banned in all states and territories. It comes after a critically endangered turtle was rescued in Sydney Harbour, barely alive after eating plastic. Nicole Chettle has this exclusive report.
Sunshine at Manly, where the pristine-looking harbour hides a dirty secret. Dave Thomas has been scouring the ocean floor for more than 30 years, removing countless pieces of rubbish. Many have bite marks from where fish and other creatures have tried to eat them.
Plastic bags, packaging, fishing debris, plastic bottles, food packets, straws. The bulk is still underwater.
This blanket of litter is threatening native wildlife.
And this nylon balloon string that is impossible to break. So that ends up entanglement, or they swallow that, gets through there and tangles up in the intestinal system. And basically they're either going to die or, if they're lucky enough, get rescued.
Snorkelers found this teenage turtle called Clifton at Clifton Gardens. The critically endangered species visits Sydney and the Hawkesbury to feed on seagrass meadows during summer. So far, Cliff has spent 6 weeks in intensive care after ingesting plastic.
And he was found covered in barnacles. He had barnacles all over his eyes, all over his shell, and he was in a very bad state. He was very, very thin and weak.
This is Athol Bay, just down from Taronga Zoo, and it's littered with rubbish as far as the eye can see. But it's this type of plastic waste which is causing particular concern because it breaks down into smaller pieces in the water, is all but invisible, and can prove deadly to wildlife.
About 80% of the marine turtles that come to the hospital are affected by marine debris. They feed on jellyfish, and plastic bags look exactly like jellyfish, so do balloons for that matter.
Maritime Services say the pollution peaks after heavy rain.
All the stormwater drains just back up full of rubbish and stuff, and then when it rains it just floods the whole harbour, and then we absolutely flood out.
Dave Thomas says supermarkets should reintroduce paper bags to avoid scenes like this. Plastic removed from a juvenile turtle that died in Sydney. So far, South Australia, the Northern Territory, Tasmania and the ACT have banned single-use plastic bags. Queensland will join them next year.
I'm calling Woolworths out. You could be the first. You do it. Why do we need to be government-driven? Why can't we do it from the bottom up? And certainly a lot of people don't want plastic bags.
Both Coles and Woolworths told the ABC they comply with regulation, prompting fresh calls for the state government to ban the bags.
It's up to the government to institute that. They're avoiding it. And the environment is under incredible stress. That is because of humanity, basically. It's up to us to change our behaviour.
The government says New South Wales is looking at a national approach to reduce the impact of plastic bags and will report back to the Australian Environment Ministers mid-year. As for this turtle, he's putting on weight, getting ready to go home.
Now he's quite feisty, believe it or not, and he swims around the pool, and he's really improved a huge amount.
The rehabilitation pool is clean. Cliff's carers are worried because they can't guarantee he'll be safe from plastic when he returns to the ocean. Nicole Chettle, ABC News.